Hi guys, welcome to this quick review of these Telguua heat gloves for men and women. Yeah, the listing on Amazon says rechargeable battery electric heat resistant gloves, heated waterproof touchscreen skiing gloves and snowboarding gloves. They are listed for around $50 on Amazon, and unfortunately they don't have any size. I mean, they are just coming in one size. In fact, they are actually an L, so maybe they are changing the listing over time so you can select the size, but as long as they don't have any size, it will be an L, which is definitely good for me. I have a palm circumference of about 8.25 inches, about 21 centimeters, and it fits perfectly. So these are one of the most comfortable heated gloves which I've ever tried, and I would say for $50 they are pretty good. So the question is, are these the best electric or heated gloves which you can find on the market? No, definitely not, but they are really solid. They do not lack of major features, and so this is, I think, one of the best values for heated gloves which you can find for around $50. And if you need an L size, I think this is one of the best things to buy for $50 on Amazon right now. So let's go into details. Again, they are very comfortable. They have this very soft inside. It's everywhere, and they are really nice and fluffy and thick. They have a lot of insulation. You can see that here, especially outside. There's a lot of insulation everywhere. There's a lot of space also everywhere. We have these straps to secure them. We have these hooks to put them together. We have also a waterproof zipper here. We have this additional strap here. So we have everything. We have the button to turn it on. We get a battery, and it's even a pretty strong battery. It has 4000 milliamps capacity, which is pretty high, especially for this price range. The only negative point is that it's a lithium-ion battery and not a lithium polymer battery, which would be better, especially in cold weather. Sometimes the lithium polymer are more like cold or heat resistant, and so they are more capable, and they do not lose their charge when it's very cold. But apart from that, they seem to be really strong. They have also a feature that you can push here on the side and you will see the charge. It has 4 LEDs, so we are at 50% now. That's a really nice feature and very rare. Then we also have this very nice battery protection. So usually we just get a really cheap battery, which is then a little bit in plastic. This is much better. This is almost like a box here, and we have the battery port built in into the battery, which is also much better than with most of the other batteries, which still have a cable and then it's prone to be damaged. So this is one of the best things I've ever seen regarding the battery, except from that it's not lithium polymer. Also the cable here is really good, solid, built in here. It's not super long, but it's long enough so you can attach it here easily and put it inside. Also the battery pocket is not really large, but it's not a problem to put it nicely inside. Yeah, behind the camera is always a little bit more difficult, but it's really not a problem. You can see it fits nicely, and then you can close this thing here. And the good thing is that there's so much space here that you really are not feeling too much from the battery. So when you're skiing or so, it's probably hard to feel the battery except something is pushing on that. So turn it on, we just long press here for about 2 or 3 seconds. Then it goes into red, which is the warmest heating, and it goes into heat up mode, which is indicated with the blinking. You can change the mode by just pressing short, and it goes into white, which is medium, or blue, which is the lowest power. The red is pretty strong. I can tell you it's getting pretty hot, but it takes some time. It takes quite some time, about 5 minutes, till everything is really hot, but it's no problem. I mean, it's not a game for seconds or so. I mean, that's definitely not a disadvantage. I mean, some of the heated gloves are heating up in 10 seconds, but I don't see the need of having this. We have the heat nice and evenly, I would say almost everywhere. Maybe goes, I would say, about until here, and also here, and covers most of the area nice and evenly, so absolutely no problem with that. We can long press to turn it off, and there's also one really specific feature here. When we double press, then we can just turn off the light. So I'm pressing 2 times now, and you can see there's just a light off, but there's not the heating off. The heating is still continuing. This is a very unique feature. I've never seen this with any other heated gloves. This can be nice if you don't want to have the light. Yeah, almost forgot one really important thing. One other thing here is we have the port. That's the charging port here. That's actually not the charging port. Usually we have just one connection, which is to charge and to feed the power to the gloves. But here we have 2. Here's the port to the glove, and here's the charging port. And that means we can use a USB. It's micro USB. And that's really cool here because most of these batteries for heated gloves are using proprietary cable and not USB. So micro USB you will find everywhere, and also charger for your phone or so, and you can even use your normal charger for your phone, and then you just need a micro USB cable to charge your things, and you can even check the battery level really comfortable here. That's really convenient. I'm going to show you also the instructions manual. Hope you can see that here. I mean, there's not much, more or less just repetition from what I've been telling you. So overall, really nice gloves with just very minor problems. The only thing which I'm actually missing here is that it doesn't have like a 3M insulation. The 3M insulation is making sure that when your gloves are getting totally wet, like soaked in rain, or you're sitting too long in the snow and everything is wet inside, so with the 3M insulation, they are still keeping your fingers warm even when everything is totally wet. And with these things, they are just using normal insulation, and when they are getting wet, then you will have cold hands. Of course, they are saying they are waterproof. Yeah, they are usually waterproof to a certain degree, but after some time, when you're sitting too long in the snow or there's heavy rain or so, they can get really wet. But it's $50, and we have also this non-skid area here. And we have this normal texture here outside, which looks like it's lasting pretty good. The quality, everything, all the seams are really good. I haven't found any problem here with the seams or stitches. Maybe one other small complaint is the touchscreen capability. Here it looks actually there's some area which is capable to be used in for touchscreens, but I have tried it and I had a hard time to use my phone with these gloves. With other gloves it's a little bit better, but I mean with winter gloves it's always very difficult. I mean, I think it's just more or less like in theory that you can use them, but I've never been able to write a text or so with such gloves. So for me it's definitely still a very good and solid value for $50 and highly recommended. Again, as long as you're using the L or getting it in another size which you need, and we'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description so you can check it out, order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.